crazy out there.
You Texas roofers, you got it hard. You got it. It's a whole different world. It's like Florida is a whole different world. Texas is a whole different world. You guys have a number of challenges.
That's right. And so the deal is the way, what I tell everybody is the way we've been building this thing, and trust me, it took a lot of pulling hair and a lot of everything for people to understand what I'm trying to accomplish within. Even my wife, even all this stuff. She just think, you don't like anything that I do. You're always, saying it's not right. You're always this. And now, just with the About Us package, they understand now what I was trying to do. And it wasn't, I just wanted it a certain way, because I come from a place to where you got to look at everything as if you got somebody that's going to pass along your information, right? A gatekeeper, right? If we're not building it to where that is so crystal clear and so there to where they could pass it along, then we're not doing it right.
Yep.
And I keep telling people, I don't care if I'm first or I don't care if I'm last. I just want to be invited to the party. If I'm first, I'm setting the standard. And if I'm last, they're like, whoa, yeah, you know what I mean? A guy came in earlier today. He's got he was calling and asking questions, and he got a full roof replacement. $52,000. And so he wanted a quote. So I gave him a quote, and he came in, and I said, well, why didn't you go with the people that tarped your roof? And he said, well, because when they sent me their quote, there was no line items on it. It just had a price on it. Right. And you had all this value added into it. And that's my home. I don't want it done correctly. And so he ended up, instead of we were going to do a cash deal with him. And so he came to the office, which is our house, sat at the kitchen table with us. And then he's going to go the insurance route, $14,000 deductible, and so he was trying to save some money, which I don't blame him. It's getting crazy. Right. And so, but that's just and that's what those things keep popping up. And that's why I keep saying, I don't care if I'm first or last. I just want to be invited to the party. Right. And so, some of these guys are still writing retail deals on contingency agreements, and so when we first got started, we signed up, we got Job Nimbus, and Sumo Quote. Right. And so, and now my wife's a Canva wizard. And so, but she just thought I just didn't like anything that, a big debate at Christmas. She was designing this Christmas design. And I said, Jennifer, it's not about the trees on the balls on the tree. It's about the message. So put a Christmas thing in the corner of this page and make sure our message is crystal clear. And so now she understands or now she's understanding. I'm not trying to be difficult. I just know I know what we need to do, right? And so, and that goes back from my history being, selling, anything that I did. I managed 24-hour fitnesses for a few years. And that was some of the best sales training I ever had. Right. And so every time somebody comes in, it's a different personality, and so you got it, big or small, they're going to leave with training, right? Because you're providing a solution. You know what I mean? You're providing those things. You could be the best work, or you could be the most in shape person, and but you're still not doing everything correctly.
You got you have all those pages. I love that focus on like the education, providing all of that. I think that just like speaks to the power of having really built out quotes and a powerful quoting tool. You have all that built out in ProLine now, right?
We do. Yeah, we do. I think we're fixing to make a change though. I think we're going to move to Engage, because now people are starting to use Sumo Quote, and I don't want to be the same. Engage is the next step. And so, like I said, we started with Sumo Quote, and so we've been building Sumo Quote for this, we started, right? And so, because I understood that we needed that aspect of it, but it's time to move on.
What is Engage?
It's the same. It's a more of a interactive type visual I mean, it's got statistics in it. It's got all the manufacturers in it. It's just it's a presentation, right? And so
Presentation tool.
yeah. Yeah. John, did you use Engage at one point?
I did not. I was job number Sumo Quote, and I just last year switched everything. I was really excited because it's all in one place in Proline. So that's and we have spent a good bit of time, effort, energy, and money on our Proline proposal now. So our Proline, it's the best proposal I've ever had. And I know there are definitely a lot of other softwares out there that do great presentations.
Yeah, and it's I mean, there's statistics on there. There's a lot of stuff that can be built in that for the value add, and it's just it's the next step, right? And so, like I said, a lot of people starting to catch on to Sumo Quote and doing all that stuff, and I just don't want to have the same presentation.
So yeah, so you're using, just so I understand, so you're using Engage to do like an in-home presentation?
Correct.
Yeah, and then, but you still have to quote, right? You still have to.
Yeah, we still have to quote, and then so I don't know if I'd seen these things a monitor, right? Because on the iPad, when you're presenting in the house, it's hard to present from it and get both parties or the husband and wife to be able to see it as well.